Alright guys, Bravo Marco HD here, and I'm here with a new video in this new type of series, and basically it's going to be my video on the best players, or I believe the best players so far in the World Cup. Now today is the 17th of June, so it's about 5 days into the tournament. It's been an absolutely incredible tournament so far, lots of goals, lots of sort of fights and stuff between players, like the one yesterday between Pepe and Muller. I thought Pepe definitely deserved it sent off, in my opinion, to be like a dickhead, but anyway. So yeah, these are the players so far that I think have really impressed me, and I'm sure have probably impressed you as well. So let's get through the squad. So first of all, we have Manuel Neuer. I think he had an absolutely superb game against Portugal yesterday. Yesterday. Absolutely superb goalkeeper. Sort of didn't really have major things to do, but he just did the job. He had that very tricky save against Ronaldo to come by, and from what I saw of him, he was a very, very solid goalkeeper and didn't look like conceding. So anyway, then we move on to Mats Hummels. Incredible defender. I think he's one of the most underrated defenders currently going. I think he's absolutely superb. If he's worth 50 million, I think he's worth nearly the same. I know he's slightly younger, so there you go. Yes, I believe he should be worth 50 million as well. If David Luiz is worth 50 million, then why not? He's absolutely superb defender. I think he got the goal against Portugal. Very, very solid defender. Did the job very nicely and got that header as well, which is a very, very good header indeed. And I think when asked about going to Man United, I think he said, maybe in the future or whatever. So I think he could be going there in the near future. I think it'll be an absolute superb addition, a great replacement for Rio Ferdinand and Vidic. I think it'll be an absolutely superb player for them and make him a real force in the Premier League. So then we move on to this guy first, Rodriguez, the Swiss guy. He had obviously, because this is his man of the match on Ultimate Team, he had a superb game against, it was Ecuador, I believe. Excellent game against Ecuador, superb player. And obviously there you go. I'll be honest, I didn't really know too much about this guy before the start, but seems like a quality player with some quality stats in there, and obviously he's a very well-rounded player in the left back position. So we go on to this guy, Darmian. I'll be honest, I'm a huge Italy fan. I am English, but I support the Italian national team because I'm a distant Italian. My grandparents are Italian, and my dad basically brought me into supporting the mighty Azzurri. So there you go. This guy, I'll be honest, I never heard of him, but he's a very, very young defender. He's only 24, I believe. Excellent game against England. England were knocking on that door, and I was cracking myself basically for the last 40 minutes. They were absolutely hammering us in attack, but people say they deserved it. I don't know. I thought we did. I thought we did both aspects of the game very, very well. We defended well, and we attacked well in the first half. So I think we deserved it in the end. But England were very, very close and could have easily got an equaliser. I thought Wayne Rooney sort of fluffed a lot of chances, and I thought this guy had a superb game, running up and down, contributing in attack, but very, very quick in defence as well. I think that 77 pace doesn't do him justice whatsoever. I think he's much more quicker. I thought he had really good heading abilities in the air, and obviously a solid defender as well. Yes, I think he'll be a regular inclusion in the next game as well. I think he will shine out Abate. I think Abate's performances have been a bit below par. And very happy that he's got into the squad very nicely. So let me move on quickly. I'll move away from Italy now. I'll move on to this side with Oscar. In the opening game, Brazil were gifted the penalty. That was never a penalty. I'm personally a referee myself, a referee for Middlesex FA, because I live in West London. So basically that was never a penalty. If you're a football fan, you'll know that it was never a penalty for Brazil. That was a complete blunder. Like the ref just gifted him, but I think Oscar cemented that win and sort of made it a bit more justified with his goal. And obviously I think he got that assist in the game as well. For me, he was man of the match. He was absolutely superb. Obviously people criticising his goal by saying it was toe pop, but a goal's a goal, and he put, luckily, I think, enough power behind it so it can beat the goalkeeper. But he should have saved it. But an absolutely superb game, and I think this lad is going to go many places. I think next to Neymar, he's the brightest thing in Brazil right now. So we move on to Sanchez. Had a fantastic game for Chile, making him a real force. I think he will make him a lot better. throughout the course of the whole World Cup. Fantastic player. I think he's very underrated at Barcelona, and if I was him, I would personally move. I think he's been wasted at Barcelona. He's not getting the limelight he sort of deserves. Personally, I think he should either go Liverpool. I think Liverpool would definitely get games. There's not much competition there for him, so I think he'll do absolutely superb. Juventus as well would do him a lot of good, and I think personally he should be on the move. So we're going to Andrea Pirlo, and what can I say about him apart from the fact that he's God? This lad is old. Let's not get it. He's 35, but this man doesn't ever get. He's getting better. He's like fine wine. He just gets better and better and better with age. I reckon he'll be playing into his 40s at Juventus. Personally, I think he would do with Ryan Giggs. Obviously, he's retired sadly from international football, but this man is such a legend for Italy. He's one of the only two survivors, him and Buffon, that are left from the World Cup winners of 2006. And this lad ran the game for it against England. Every time the ball came to him, he would always look up, provide the pass to Verratti. Luckily, Verratti beside him had the legs to compensate for Pirlo's lack of pace due to his age. But I mean, that free kick near the end, I'm sure you all have to admit, had that gone in, that would have been goal of the World Cup, probably in the last 10 years. Then it was probably Roberto Carlos' free kick, but that was just sublime. It was sublime. He defied the laws of physics with that free kick, and even afterwards, that had there been any other player, they would have fell to the ground in disappointment, in rage that it didn't go in. But Pirlo just thought, sod it, we'll move on. he didn't even look remotely upset. He just moved on, and Joe Hart congratulated after the game, said, "Wow, it was such a free kick. Unlucky to not score there." He was just incredible, absolutely incredible. And personally, I thought he did deserve man of the match, but I think Candreva got that for Ultimate Team. But I think the Budweiser man of the match one was Balotelli, and I thought Balotelli did nothing, to be honest. As an Italy fan, he was pretty idle until he got the easy header. But at the end of the day, Balotelli's Balotelli, and I think he will be a force for Italy in the future. And luckily, he's seeming a bit more mature. Obviously, people were hating him for that 2-1 gesture, but all he's doing is outlining the score. There's nothing wrong with that, it might provoke some players, but at the end of the day, he's a quality player, and you can't hate him for that. And then we went to Candreva. Obviously, had an excellent game. Quick on the ball, got good dribbling on him, and he just basically ran the show down the wings. Obviously, Pirlo ran the show in midfield. Candreva was more responsible for handling the flanks, and that's where I personally feel England are most weakest, is on the flanks, because if you're playing Wayne Rooney on the left, who's Leighton Baines' cover? Wayne Rooney is causing such a stir for England. I would hate to have him on my team, if I'm honest. I think he causes more problems than he actually solves, and I'll personally just kick him out altogether. I don't think he's even worth even having an argument about. I honestly feel that you're more playing him for an ego rather than football terms. What do you want? Do you want to play with ego, or do you want to play it with actual skill? I thought Sterling was absolutely superb. If I was to want one England player on my team, it would be in my Italy team. It would be Sterling. I thought we had an excellent game. But anyway, we move on to this guy, Neymar. This guy is incredible for Brazil. He's crap for Barcelona. I don't think anyone can deny that. He's rubbish and performs under par for Barcelona. But this lad really brings it out for Brazil. He is absolutely superb for Brazil. Obviously got those 2 goals. Nearly got his hat-trick. Absolutely crazy on the ball. Has a good long shot. Penalty scored. Wasn't a penalty in the first place, but oh well. We move on. So anyway, Van Persie. That header was absolutely insane against Spain. Spain, for me, was just shocking. They were absolutely shocking. I think personally they're going to die this World Cup. Well, we'll see in the next couple of days when I do my next video how they'll fare out in the next game. But personally, they absolutely sat down and died in front of Spain, which is crap. And that crossover to Van Persie, and Van Persie with that confidence then just head it in beautifully. Then we have statistically the world's fastest player over his very trophy-laden career. This lad is just insane, Robben. And he's just exceptional. End of. So anyway, yeah, so this video is about 10 to nearly 10 minutes. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe.